sure you guys could tell by today's title and thumbnail in the fact that we are very much zoomed in. We are doing our first dedicated eyeshadow review. I haven't done one of these in, I think since the Gleam Light collection, but I have the brand new Odens Eye. This is going to be the Luminous shadow palette followed by the Mystic Gleam palette right here. If you guys want to see what these palettes are all about, what type of eye looks I created, and are they actually worth it? Well, then definitely keep on watching. Now, I don't know when this collection is going live. I think it's going live on the 18th, but I could be completely wrong because it doesn't really tell me too many details. But all I know is that there's gonna be 2 new collections to the Odens Eye eyeshadow palette collection. We have, first off, we have the Luminous eyeshadow palette right here. Now this one says, ethereal, airy, and shimmering. Think morning dew on a summer dawn. Light and dark had never been one or the other kind of deal. This June, we're dropping 2 brand new 15 shade eyeshadow palettes, and trust us, you're gonna want both sides of the story. So I will say this palette is really pretty. It kind of reminds me a lot of some of their spring palettes that I have in my collection. Like when I look at this palette, I'm like, I feel like I have a lot of these shades in other existing Odens Eye palettes. So this one doesn't necessarily draw my eye at first, but we're not going to judge a book by its cover. We're definitely going to be doing an eye look and see how I feel about it at the end. But first impressions, it is really pretty. It just reminds me of a few palettes I already have in my collection from this brand. The second one we have is going to be the Mystic Gleam palette. Now, first off, I love the color story on this one. This says they're opposites that just work. 2 different styles, 1 stunning harmony. The Mystic Gleam palette is deep, matte, and metallic, raw midnight energy in every single pan. And I have to say the color story on this one is gorgeous. Like I am gravitated to this color story like there's no tomorrow. So we're definitely playing with this one as well. I'm gonna do 1 eye Mystic Gleam, 1 eye Luminous shadow, and I'm gonna let you guys know at the end which one's my personal favorite and how I feel about this whole collection. I don't know the details of this palette of when it launches or the price points. If I do, I'll have the link in my description, but I can tell you guys that you guys can use code AllieD to save you guys 10% off anything and everything Odens Eye. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. So on this eye, we're gonna do the Mystic Gleam, and then on this side, we're gonna do the Luminous shadow right here. I found my eye base. I found my eye base, besties. If you guys did not know, I've been looking for this. I will say the Day Day Signature one is really nice. I really do enjoy it, but there's something about my Sigma eyeshadow stick in the shade Ignite that is just like my personal favorite. I absolutely live for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly buff this in the lid, or put this on the lid. I definitely want to play with some of the blues and greens and purples. So I'm gonna go into the shade right here called, oh my god, Midnight Sorcery. The font kind of blends into the palette, and I don't have as much young eyes as I once did. I'm having to come to the realization, besties, that I think I might need some readers. Getting cold because like whenever my eyes get really strained or tired, especially at the end of the night, I do wear blue light glasses now whenever I'm on my computer, but at the end of the night my eyes get kind of strained and tired, and I do find myself having to like do this to pull the book kind of far away if I'm reading. So I do find it a little bit easier on my eyes to read on my Kindle at night, but not every single book is available in a Kindle format without me having to pay for it, because I do have Kindle Limited. And so if I'm reading my actual book, like I'm sometimes having to do this, and Corey's like, I think you need to embrace the fact that you need readers. I'm just like, I know. But for me, it's just about trying to find the right one. Now, I know you guys said I can go to like CVS or Walgreens, and like they have like little readers and testers right there. But here's the thing. I'm going to have to buy a variety pack because I don't know what would be best for my eyes. Because right now, my eyes are fine. They're not strained. They're not tired. They're not hurt. They're not anything. So right now, I have 20/20 vision. Reading is no problem for me. But it's only at night. Not every night, but it's only at night, especially if I'm on my computer for long hours at a time where my eyes get pretty strained and they get really tired, and that's when I feel like I would need the reader. So for me, I know there's like a tester pack. I think you can buy it off of Amazon. You can buy like 3 different levels to see what level you may be at to kind of determine what might be best for you. And I think I might have to do that. I think that's gonna be my journey to figure out what would be the best size for me. I'm also gonna take this, I'm gonna extend this forward right here. So I think that's something I'm gonna look into doing, just because if I do it right now, I probably won't find the right prescription just because my eyes aren't tired. and I need to do it when my eyes are tired. Like, a lot of you guys were so sweet. In my PR unboxing video that I did last week, I told you guys about how there's some PR that I was definitely going to be losing just because I changed my address and brands just don't follow suit. I do want to let you guys know I had already forwarded my address in the USPS system. It's FedEx and UPS that I can't control, and almost every single brand that does send me something never sends it through USPS. They send it through FedEx and UPS, and I can't control that. So unfortunately, there's just some brands I'm gonna lose, and honestly, it's okay. It's probably honestly for the best. It means I'm not gonna be consuming nearly as much. I just feel bad because like that's just like less stuff I can give away to you guys, because I love giving back so much. It's one of my biggest things that like I admire about bigger content creators. Like, I watch Shelby Ann, and she constantly goes into Ulta, and she does a big like $300-400 haul like every single week, buying makeup for herself, but mostly buying it for her besties. And I'm like, for me, that's goals. For me, that is straight up goals. That is something that I live for and would love to freaking do. So I'm hoping that one day I can get to the point financially where I could do the same thing. Like, if I go like and buy some stuff from Sephora or Ulta, I'm not just buying stuff for me, I'm buying stuff for you guys at the same time. Like, that is an ultimate dream of mine. All right, right next to that, I'm gonna go into the shade right here called Eternal Void. This beautiful like pastel blue, like this beautiful blue right here. We're gonna blend that right on top. So right next to that shade, we're gonna go into Dark Enchantress. Right here, this beautiful, beautiful like midnight blue sparkle. This is gorgeous. Like, that is absolutely stunning. Okay, so right next to that shade, I wanna go into Twilight Hex. This is another stunning shade. Like, look at how beautiful this is. Oh my God, this is a beautiful like multi-chrome. Do you see that shift? Right here, oh my God, yes, look at how gorgeous this is. It goes between like purple, green to blue, and it's gonna blend so effortlessly on that. Oh my God. That is already so stunning. We are gonna go into Grim Shadow, this lighter green shade right here, because I feel like that'd be so pretty to put right on top of that. Right here. And I think I'm gonna do green underneath the lid. I think that'd be really pretty for this eye look. Look at how pretty that is. That is so pretty. And then of course, to blend my false lashes with my real lashes, I'm gonna go actually into dark blue. If I could be better, I'm gonna go into Nocturnal Abyss right here. And we're gonna take that and we're actually gonna go right along the waterline. Okay, I need to find my mirror so you guys can see the shift. I don't know where my mirrors are. Oh shit, I don't know. Let me find it. So this is how it looks. Do you guys see that multi-chrome shift? That is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I love how that turned out. Okay. That is such a pretty eye look. Like, holy crap, that is beautiful. I don't know how I'm gonna top that. Okay, now we're gonna go into the Luminous Light Palette. I'm gonna have two different eye looks. And you know, it's been a minute. You guys used to love whenever I would do multiple eye looks. You guys used to love when I would do two different eye looks on like my face, and I miss doing it because I love showing off like a versatile palette. Now granted, this is a completely different palette, so I could finish off the look and do the second one, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have 2 more videos to film after this, so I don't necessarily have the time. Your girl is busy. She's a working girl. She's also an exhausted girl. She's exhausted. Okay, so for this look, honestly, the only like shade that kind of stood out to me is the shade right here called Flare. Like, this kind of stood out to me right here. Like, I really want to play with like this particular like orange shade. So we're going to do that. So I don't really know what I'm going to create, but we're going to create something really pretty as best as I can. So for the outer V, let's go into this shade right here called Sundown. Let's go into this shade right here and see what I can create and what type of look I can do. So I'm going to take that shade and we're going to go ahead and put it on the outer V. And then also like kind of bring it forward. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start to tap this shade in. Maybe what I'm doing is I'm showing the light versus the dark. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Although it should technically be light and dark, but I don't know. I obviously did the opposite, but that is okay. What? Or maybe metaphor. Maybe sometimes first there's the darkness, and then the light chases it away. Right? First there's darkness, then there's light. However you want to look at it. Okay. Then to blend that out, I kind of want to take Lilac Mist. I don't know if that's going to be a good combo for that, but let's just try it out. Let's see what happens if I blend that right on top. I don't know how I'm feeling that. I don't know if I'm feeling that at all. I think I might take this shade to help to blend that out, actually. So to put out here in the outer V, we're going to go into the shade right here called Ember. If you guys just hear any loud noise in the background, that's just Kaya. She has her cone on because she's on this new topical medication on her foot. And she's not very happy that she has to have the cone on, but it's going to cause the fistula that's on her foot to hopefully dry up, which means that she's going to start to itch, which means that she's going to want to lick it like crazy, and she cannot lick this topical cream. I can't even touch it with my bare hands. I had to put on gloves to put it on. So she has to have the cone of shame, or like I like to call the cone of pain. It's the cone of pain because she knows that she wears it, and she is so good about, I'm gonna go into this beautiful shade right here called Flare. She's really good about not wanting to necessarily run into you when she doesn't have it on, but when she has it on, she's like bumper cars. It is. She runs into anything and everything. She will hit you hard with that cone. Okay, she will hit you hard with that cone. This girl, she knows what she's doing, and she knows it hurts because you go, ow, and she just looks at you like, yeah, bitch. Take it, bitch. Like, she don't care. And that's also when she comes the most friendly. That's also when she comes the most cuddliest too. She wants to cuddle with that cone on. She never wants to cuddle with it off. No. She wants to cuddle with it on because she knows that if she tries to, you're gonna take it off, and you give her all the neck rubs and ear rubs. She's a smart cookie. And she runs into everything, and she pushes her brother with that cone. She knows exactly what she's doing when she wears that thing. And that thing is the cone of pain. I say it's the cone of pain because that shit freaking hurts when she runs into you. And she never runs into you any other time. Except when she has that cone on, that's when she's like, bumper cars. I'm going to go into this shade right here called Stardew. Oh, like Stardew Valley. I'm going to take this shade. It's really pretty, like purpley blue kind of mix right here. I'm actually going to put that right here. And then right next to that shade, I'm going to take this shade right here called Morning Dew, and we're going to put that right next to that, but we're also going to put this one in the inner corner when I do my under eye. So we're going to take this, we're going to put this beautiful shade right here into the inner corner. And like I said, I'll bring it into the inner corner more as soon as I do my under eye. Okay, and then to do our upper waterline, we're going to take the shade right here called Terracotta. And we're going to use this to do the upper waterline because I feel like that'd be really pretty. It's like this burgundy brown shade. It's actually a really pretty shade. All right, guys, let me go ahead and do my lashes and makeup off the camera. I'm gonna come right back to do the under eyes, and then we're gonna wrap up this video. Okay, so to finish off the under eyes, we're gonna go back into this palette one more time, and we are gonna go actually into, I kind of want to do like blue and green. So I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Nocturnal Alpha one more time. We're going to take this shade, and we're going to slightly place that right underneath the waterline, like very, very slightly. And kind of light too. I'm going to place this like right here and run that directly underneath my waterline. From there, I'm going to take this shade called, I don't know if it's going to work out, but Haunted Forest, this beautiful green shade right here. And we're going to put that, and we're going to blend that. We're going to blend that right with this blue. Because, like, why not? And then to blend all the shades together, we're going to go back into that beautiful Eternal Void right here. Just to blend it one more time. Okay, and then for this eye right here, we're going to go into this shade called Skyline. We're going to use that. We're also going to go into Lavender Alpha. And we're going to use this shade one more time right here to help to blend that all out. So let's go into that purple Skyline. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right here. And I'm going to go in with that beautiful Lilac Mist one more time to blend. Let me throw on some mascara. And then for eyeliner, I think I'm going to do lavender for both. I think lavender would work really well for both eyes. Okay, so then for the inner corner for this eye, let's go into this shade right here called Eclipse Dawn, just because I didn't play with that. Eclipse Dawn. We're going to go into the inner corner with this eye. And then I think I'm going to take this silver shade right here called something Silver Shroud for the brow bone. All right, so let's go to Eclipse Dawn. Let's take this. Put that, oh, that's gorgeous, right here. And then for this eye, we're going to go back into that Morning Dew. We're going to put that in the inner corner. And for the brow bone, let's go into the shade right here called Champagne Bliss right here. That'd be really pretty to do the brow bone highlight with. This is the final look. I have to say it turned out really beautiful, but this right here I'm obsessing with. So let me show you guys what it looks like with the mirror. Like, do you guys see that shift? It's so beautiful, so pretty. And then we have this eye right here. Again, do you guys see that shift? I can see from that flare shade, that beautiful shift. It is so pretty. What do you guys think? Okay, let me go ahead and zoom you guys out. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys out and give you guys my thoughts on this collection. Okay, besties, so this is gonna be the final looks right here. I do think both eye looks turned out absolutely beautiful, like I truly do, but I will say the one that I'm gravitated to the most is gonna be this right here. Like, this eye look is just everything. I love how it came out. I love how it turned out. I feel like I do kind of actually match the palette. Like, I really do feel like I match it. The multi-chromes in here is just gorgeous. I was able to create something really beautiful, very midnight, and just kind of on par with this palette. I love the way they perform. The mattes at first, when I swatched them, I was kind of like, ooh, they seem a little patchy, but applying them on the lid, I didn't experience any patchiness whatsoever. They blended out really effortlessly. There wasn't that much fallout, and the shimmers are just really gorgeous, and I truly do love how this eye look came out. I feel like this is one of my favorite eye looks I've done in a hot minute. I think it's absolutely beautiful and really, really, really feel like it fits the theme of this. Then we're gonna have the Luminous Shadow Palette. Now, I will say that I look on here, it did come out pretty. Like, I do think it's pretty, but it's definitely not my favorite. Like, it's definitely not my favorite. Maybe I do kind of actually match the vibes of this palette too. I didn't even think I realized I did that. But like, I do kind of match the vibes, but honestly, I feel like this palette, it's pretty for what it is, but it's personally not my favorite. Like, it's not my favorite. So I feel like out of the two, if I were to recommend any one, I would definitely recommend the Mystic Gleam palette. This is just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Now, there's nothing wrong with this one. The mattes again performed very beautifully. There wasn't that much fallout. They had a lot of pigmentation, and the shimmers are really beautiful in here as well. But I feel like out of the two, I personally do recommend this one. Do you guys need to get this entire collection? No, absolutely not. Do you guys need to get this collection at all? No, absolutely not. I'm pretty sure you guys can find these shades and other palettes you guys have in your collection. But if you want to pick anything up, I personally would recommend the Mystic Gleam over the Luminous. Now, if you want both, by all means, I'm sure they have a bundle deal. But for me, I feel like realistically, you don't need both. This is the one that I gravitate to the most. I think it's just really beautiful, and I don't really have too much of a color story like this in my collection. Colors like this, yes, but a full color story like this, no. So I'm definitely leaning towards this, whereas this one, I feel like you can definitely find in a lot of other Odens eye palettes. So like I said, I don't know when this collection's launching or how much these palettes do retail for, but you guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off. I like the concept of these two palettes, and I really do love how this eye look came out. So with that said, Odens eye, thank you guys so much for sending this my way. I will have everything linked down in the description, but if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys have my other channels are for life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes these beautiful, wonderful paid timers you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, besties, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.